Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to historic Knott Hall on the campus of Loyola Blakefield for the basketball game between your Loyola Dons and the Panthers of St. Vincent Pallotti. I'm Joe Eldridge here to bring you today's game. Starting on the floor for the Dons, it'll be number 22, Gavin Walsh, number 2, Owen Fisher, number 4, John Dixon, number 10, Ryan Johnson, and number 20, Charlie Hepting. The Dons are on a current 4-game win streak, coming off a 74-60 win against Glen Elk, sparked by the return of junior forward Gavin Walsh. The Dons will be without key forwards today, number 1, senior Cam Smith, and junior number 5, Ty Hepting. Looks like Loyola will win the tip, with Fisher grabbing the ball. Finds Walsh in the paint, able to finish, starting the game strong for the Dons. Walsh came back on Friday after missing a week and a half with a sprained ankle he suffered against Archbishop Spalding. Pallotti looking to get some offensive movement. Shot by Miles Bright is no good. Glover with the pull-up shot, in and out, rebounded by Hepting. Dixon losing his dribble, able to regain it, trying to reestablish that offense for the Dons. Fisher finds Dixon in the paint. That's going to be a 5-second call in the paint on John Dixon. Held the ball a little bit too long. It's going to be a turnover for the Dons, still up 2-0. Devon Williams is bringing the ball up for the Panthers. It's going to be number 4, Muganda with the three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by the Panthers of Pallotti. Webster Brown's three-pointer is good. It's going to be Walsh bringing the ball up against the man full-court press from Pallotti. Johnson driving into the paint, gets the easy layup. Johnson's layup uncontested, driving into the paint. Easy bucket for the Dons. Bright's three-pointer, no good, as Walsh grabs the board. Fisher looks to push the tempo. Shot no good, rebounded by Glover. Devon Williams is going to lose the ball driving into the paint. It looks like it's going to stay Pallotti ball. Uganda is going to inbound it to Webster Brown. Uganda's three-pointer goes off back rim, rebounded by Hepting. Charlie Hepting's going to lose control of that pass. It's going to be Pallotti ball. Loyola on this 4-game win streak. Got to keep that offense rolling, keep that high tempo, especially without key forward, number 1, Cam Smith, who's been electric for the Dons the past couple games as he's out from an injury suffered in the Gilman game. Pallotti grabs the offensive board. That's going to be an and-1 for William Webster Brown. It's going to be a foul on Charlie Hepting, sending Webster Brown to the line for 1. Webster Brown sinks that first free throw. Pallotti now with a 2-point lead, just over 5 minutes remaining in the first. It's going to be Walsh bringing the ball up for the Dons. Johnson finds Dixon in the paint, and they're going to call Dixon for a walk there. Checking for the Dons is going to be number 12, Ryder Drew, in for Charlie Hepting. Pallotti looking to get some offensive movement as Jonathan Glover takes the 3 off rim. It's going to be rebounded by Owen Fisher as he looks to push the tempo. Looks like they're going to call a foul on number 1, Devon Williams. And batting ball for the Dons is going to be Drew. Walsh with the 3-pointer from the wing, off front rim, rebounded by Fisher. I'm going to say Owen Fisher was standing on the baseline. They're going to give that ball to Pallotti as Fisher grabbed the offensive rebound. It's going to be Williams bringing the ball up, guarded by Ryan Johnson. Williams, corner 3, off rim, rebounded by Dixon. Johnson kicks it out to Drew in the corner. Pull-up jumper, off front rim. Is rebounded by Bright for Pallotti. So he's pushing the floor. Euro step into a layup, no good as Johnson grabs the board. Gets double teamed as Webster Brown's able to convert the layup. Pallotti up 4, 8-4. Just over 3.5 left in the first. Looks like Loyola's trying to get some sort of offensive movement. Dixon drives into the paint, gets some contact, can't convert the layup. Webster Brown's layup's no good off the pass from Uganda. Johnson's going to be pushing the floor now for the Dons. Fisher, wing 3, good. He loses the dribble. Just sloppy offensive first half as Walsh gets the block there on Webster Brown. Sloppy half offensively for both teams. Fairly low scoring, not being able to put the ball in the basket with a lot of missed shots off the front of the rim. Looks like an offensive miscommunication there as both Fisher and Drew went for the ball there, but it'll stay Loyola ball. It's going to be number 23, Brashawn Galloway. Number 3, Uche Unegbu will be checking in. Number 20, Charlie Hepting will check back in for Gavin Walsh, John Dixon, and Ryan Johnson. Drew finding his way open into the paint, able to get the layup. Loyola taking the lead now, up 9-8. 1:40 left in the first. It's going to be number 15. Bryson Griffin, three-pointer was no good as Unegbu pushes the floor. Loyola's got to get some off-ball movement, get someone open. Fisher's corner three is no good. Rebounded by Devon Williams. It looks like Williams just tripped as Fisher's going to push the fast break. Kicks it over to Galloway. Good pass there from Fisher, getting it to Galloway for the layup. Don's up three. Williams three-pointer off back rim, rebounded by Galloway. Galloway's pass will be tipped by Webster Brown, and it'll stay Loyola ball. Checking in for Pallotti, it's going to be number 5, Nicholas Russ. Number 4, Warren Muganda. It's like Coach Pallotti is going to try to get some sort of directive to his offense, try to get something productive going for the Dons. Negbu kicks it over to Fisher at the top of the key. Hepton contested three, goes in and out, rebounded by Muganda. They're calling on the floor foul. It's going to be a block on Uche Unegbu. Looks like he tried to draw a charge, didn't have his feet set. Fairly easy call right there. Looks like that ball was driven in by Miles Bright, knocked out of his hands. Looks like it went off Bright last, so it'll be Loyola ball. So Unegbu will bring it up for the Dons, guarded by Miles Bright. Looks like Unegbu lost control of the ball. Somehow picked up by Ryder Drew in the paint. With that, that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Your Dons up 13-8 against the Pallotti Panthers. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the Loyola Blakefield Community Partners Program. Welcome back to the start of the second quarter. Your Loyola Dons are up 13-8 against the St. Vincent Pallotti Panthers. Pallotti will start off the half with the ball. Start off the quarter. It's Webster Brown backing into the post, kicking it out to the corner. Looks like they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Ryan Johnson. They're going to call a blocking foul on Johnson. Put Pallotti on the baseline to inbounds the ball. Muganda with the pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded by Webster Brown. He's able to go up and under, getting that to go, cutting that Loyola lead down to 3 as Johnson will bring the ball up. Guarded by Nicholas Russ. Galloway with the entry pass into Charlie Hepting. Negru looked to pass it to Drew into the paint. Stolen by St. Vincent Pallotti. As Webster Brown pull-up three-pointer, no good. Galloway will grab the loose ball. Looks like they're going to call a jump ball there. As Webster Brown and Uche Negru both had possession. Looks like it's going to stay Loyola ball. As Walsh will check in for Unegbu. Galloway, corner 3, good. That's definitely been one of Loyola's best three-point shooters this year is sophomore Rashawn Galloway. Loyola's done a good job so far this game on their man-to-man defense, keeping those outside shots from going in the bucket. As Galloway forces McCord to take a bad shot in the paint, as Johnson gets the fast break layup, bringing that Loyola lead up to 8. Looks like McCord, just unaware of where he was on the court, runs out of bounds and slipped. That's definitely one of the things with playing in the forecourt gym and not is the different floor surface. Not the stereotypical hardwood that you see in a normal court. It's more of a rubber-like surface. Walsh will hand the ball over to Drew. Walsh gets the entry pass in the paint. Gets contact. Ball does not go in. Rolling off front rim. Send Walsh to the line for 2 shots. Walsh able to sink his first shot as John Dixon will check into the game for Ryder Drew. Dons definitely saw a jump up in the production on Friday, scoring 74 points against Glenelg, with Walsh coming back from an injury, even though missing key players like Cam Smith. Walsh hits that second free throw, bringing the Loyola lead up to 10, as Williams will bring the ball up for Pallotti. Dixon playing aggressive defense against Muganda. Williams will take a corner 3. Goes in and out. So we grabbed by Galloway as that ball was tipped around. Good pass from Walsh to Dixon. Dixon easily landed it in. Great transition play there by the Dons, being able to find each other quickly to get the ball open to Dixon in the paint. Uganda's floater goes in as Johnson will bring the ball up. As Palotti's running, looks like a 1-2-2 press. It's going to be Dixon on the wing, kicking over to Galloway. Entry pass into Walsh into the paint. Walsh drawing the double team in the paint, still able to get it to go. Loyola up 24-12 with 4:40 remaining in the first half. Not sure what happened there. Walsh completely off the mark on his pass. Be an easy turnover for Loyola. Right next to the Loyola bench, it's going to be Dixon inbounding the ball for the Dons. Pallotti still running in that 1-2-2 press. Loyola doing a good job against that press of getting those long swing passes, making that Pallotti point man in the 1-2-2 move. Webster Brown will push the tempo for Pallotti. So he'll drive in. Layup contested by Hefting. That's going to be no good as Johnson's pushing the floor. Dixon drive, spin off the corner. Blocked by Miles Bright. As Williams draws contact from Hefting on the layup, gets the and one. Loyola's definitely picked up their play so far in the second quarter, but nothing spectacular. We've seen anything from the Dons so far. Hopefully got to pick up that intensity, being able to run away with this lead that you already got. Pallotti not able to convert the and one as Walsh will bring the ball up for the Dons. Loyola doing a good job of getting that off-ball movement. Pallotti was looking a little confused there on defense with that man-to-man rotation. Looks like that's going to be a foul in the paint on number 2, William Webster Brown. Johnson driving into the paint. Floater goes long. Walsh is unable to grab the rebound as Bright pushes the tempo. Guarded, picked up by Dixon. Walsh double teams. Good heads up play there by Walsh. As Walsh is able to easily drop the ball on the rim. Bring that Loyola lead back up to 12 as Pallotti will call a timeout. And coming out of the Pallotti timeout, Loyola is still up 26-14, 3:11 left in the first half. Loyola's done a good job so far being able to find their rhythm both on offense and defense. Haven't seen anything too spectacular, but consistent play from the Dons. Dixon contests the corner 3 as it goes off back rim as Johnson will push the tempo. Walsh driving into the paint, looks to get contact. They're going to call a jump ball there, and it'll be Pallotti ball. Walsh not too happy with that call. He's looking for foul as it looked like he drew some contact. Looks like the refs will come together to discuss what happened. It will still be a jump ball it'll be Pallotti possession. Walsh still not too happy with that call as Williams will bring the ball up for the Panthers. We've gone out of the ball, top of the key, guarded by Fisher. Gets a screen from McCord. Looks like he might have pushed off of Fisher there as he gets the pull-up jumper to go. So Johnson's going to swing it over to Drew. Dixon gets the entry pass into Walsh. Walsh gets triple teamed into the paint. Still able to finish through contact. Looks like they're going to call a blocking foul on R.J. Johnson there. It's like Johnson's feet weren't set, but it looked like Williams could have pushed off on that to draw the foul. Nevertheless, it'll be Pallotti ball on the baseline. Webster Brown will inbound it, guarded by Gavin Walsh. McCord with the corner three, off front rim, as Walsh will grab the board. Walsh, a 6'7" junior, will bring it up for himself, kicking over to Dixon in the corner. Fisher fadeaway layup, no good. Rebounded by Drew in the paint. Walsh will take the corner three off the back rim, but rebounded by Dixon once again. Good job of Loyola staying on the offensive boards. As Drew's three-pointer was no good. Rebounded by Pallotti. They're going to call Owen Fisher on the foul there as Webster Brown gets the and one. Send him to the line for one shot. Webster Brown unable to convert the and one. As Walsh once again will bring the ball up for the Dons. Unegbu kicking over to Galloway. Loyola getting some good ball movement. Not too much offensive off-ball movement. As Galloway ends up coming with that loose ball. Shot clock was running out as Drew took the floater. Owen Fisher able to draw contact in the paint as he shot the ball. Sent him to the line for two shots. Loyola up 28-18. Just over 50 seconds left in the first half. Fisher's first free throw off front rim. One of the things Loyola's been working on to be more consistent is their free throw shooting. As when they're on, hitting their free throws, they'll hit all of them. But when they're off, they'll miss a good amount. Muganda at the top of the key, guarded by Fisher, driving in. Pull-up jumper off rim as Walsh will grab the board and push the floor. Fisher drives into the paint, unable to get the layup to go. As Bright will kick it over to Webster Brown. Nobody able to grab the rebound there as Muganda eventually grabs it as he gets the M1. Looks like they're going to call a shooting foul there on number 22, Gavin Walsh, sending Muganda to the line for two shots. Muganda able to convert it. Pallotti will go into a man press. It's going to be Fisher driving into the paint as shot clock runs out. It's like they're going to call a traveling violation on Owen Fisher. 3 seconds left on the game clock. It's like Pallotti might try to heave one up. It's like with 1 second left, it's going to be Loyola ball. So that ball was tipped out by Pallotti, looking for that full court pass. No shot taken there by Loyola. As Unegbu looked to pass it to Walsh. And with that, Loyola is up 29-21 at half. We'll be back shortly to bring you the second half. going to be Fisher bringing the ball up. Sorry, we had some technical issues there. Mic wasn't working for the first about a minute. Looks like Loyola's going to turn the ball over there. It'll be Pallotti ball. It's going to be with the sophomore, Devon Williams, with the ball driving into the paint, kicking it over to Bright in the corner. It's Pallotti getting some good ball movement there. Pull-up shot from Muganda, no good, as Glover will grab the rebound and get the easy bucket to go in. Cutting that Loyola lead to 6 with just under 6.5 left in the third. It's going to be Fisher at the top of the key, swinging it down to Dixon in the paint. Dixon kicking it over to Walsh for the wing 3, no good. It's heads-up play there by Ryan Johnson, throwing it off the knee. Devon Williams, and it'll stay Loyola ball in the corner. Fisher inbounding the ball to Hepting. Almost got the 5-second call there. Fisher was eventually able to get it over to Charlie Hepting near midcourt. It's Fisher holding the ball there. Pallotti playing an aggressive man defense so far in the second half. First and Loyola would kick the ball over. As Walsh drives into the paint. Layup is no good. Able to get his puck back to go in. Webster Brown with the pull-up. No good as Fisher will grab the rebound. Throw it off the feet of Jonathan Glover. It'll be Loyola ball as Drew and Galloway will check in for Hepting and Dixon for the Dons. Looks like it's going to be the 6'7" forward, Gavin Walsh, bringing the ball up for the Dons, guarded by William Webster Brown. Loyola hasn't had as effective of a start as you'd like to see, being a little bit slow on the offensive end as Palotti's stepped up that intensity on the defensive end with their man-to-man pressure. Galloway gets that ball stolen from him by Devon Williams. Galloway able to block that cleanly. It's going to go off the fingertips of Johnson. It'll stay Pallotti ball. Great hustle play there from Galloway as he had that ball stolen from him, able to pick up for it and get the block down court. Not really sure what happened there. It looked like it might have been a foul of some kind on Pallotti, but it's going to be Loyola ball. Walsh's pass to Fisher, tipped by Pallotti as Muganda goes for the layup, gets that in. Muganda's definitely one. Huge miscommunication there from Loyola. It's like Drew went to pass that to Walsh and Johnson stepped in front of it, knocking it out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a timeout Loyola there. Definitely some regrouping that needs to be done as Palotti's only down 6. And we're back coming out of Loyola timeout as Pallotti had the ball. Uganda kicking over to Bright. Williams drives in from the corner. Good ball movement there by Pallotti, forcing that Loyola defense to move as they regroup offensively. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Got to get a shot up here for Pallotti. Webster Brown forced to get a fadeaway three-pointer, no good, as Walsh handed it over to Johnson to push the tempo. Fisher, wing 3, no good, rebounded by Glover. Coming out of that timeout for Loyola, definitely some regrouping that needs to be done. As Fisher will grab the rebound on that missed layup. Walsh driving in, getting that fast break layup to go. Bring that lead back up to 8, 33-25. Just around 3:50 left in the third. Muganda's layup, no good. Able to grab his own board. Able to get the putback to go. Muganda's definitely one of the bigger guys on the court. Only 6'1", but weighing in at 205. Being able to add some size into the paint there for Pallotti. Drew kicking over to Galloway. Loyola's got to get some off-ball movement here. Force that Pallotti defense. Move on his heels. Walsh able to drive into the paint. Layup is no good. Draw the foul. Go to the line for 2. It's going to be a foul on number 4, Warren Muganda. Walsh able to hit that first free throw. Unegbu and Dixon will check in for Fisher and Johnson. Walsh able to get that second free throw to go. As Pallotti will bring the ball up as Williams is guarded by Unegbu. Glover, corner 3, off back rim as Walsh will push the tempo. Blocked against the backboard by Jonathan Glover. Great hustle play there. It looks like they're going to call a blocking foul on Unegbu and give him the and 1. I disagree with that call there. It looked like Unegbu had his feet set there in the paint. Even then, if they're going to call a block on Unegbu, that's a floor foul. That's not a shooting foul. Nonetheless, that call go in the favor of Pallotti, sending Bright to the free throw line for 1. Unable to get it, as Unegbu will bring the ball up for the Dons. Dixon's entry pass into Galloway was stolen. Dixon playing good hustle defense there, providing that contest for Muganda. So Unegbu loses his dribble. And it looks like they're going to call a foul on Ryder Drew as Williams went up for the reverse layup. Loyola still got a 6-point lead. Definitely not the cleanest game for them, having way too many turnovers. Not being clean and making some silly errors that are easily avoidable. It's going to be Charlie Hepting checking in for Gavin Walsh for the Dons. It looks like it's going to be number 11, CJ McCord, checking in for the shooter, Devon Williams. Checking in for Pallotti will also be number 15, Bryson Griffin. Dixon gave a ball up, had an open path to get past half court. Opt to give it to Unegbu. Hepting will take the three-pointer off front rim. Webster Brown throwing it up court to McCord. Bright's three-pointer no good, rebounded by Galloway. As Drew will bring the ball up for the Dons. Looks like they're going to call a blocking foul there on number 3, Miles Bright. It's going to be Drew inbounding the ball, getting it over to Hepting. Dixon's got the ball now on the wing, looking to get some off-ball movement. Looks like Coach Valley's not too happy with the Loyola offensively right now. Looks like not much is happening. Good drive there by Dixon, getting it into the paint. Bringing that Loyola lead back up to 7. 37-30. Just over 1:15 left in the third. Kick it over to McCord in the three. In the corner for the three. As Drew grabs the board, double teamed instantly as Webster Brown rips the ball away from Drew. Contested by Charlie Hepting, and they're going to call a foul on Hepting. Just sloppy play by Loyola so far in the second half. 56 seconds left in the third. Loyola up 37-30. As Miles Bright will go to the line for two shots. It's going to be Ryan Johnson checking in for Uche Onegbu for the Dons. Bright able to hit that second free throw, cutting that Loyola lead down to 5. Dixon with the ball on the wing. Kicking over to Galloway. Loyola's got to find some kind of offensive off-ball movement, get something going, keep Pallotti on their heels. Galloway's fadeaway shot, no good. As McCord will grab the board. McCord turns it over. No call there. Looks like there was a hand on Dixon's arm that entire shot. Definitely should have been a call there. Dixon doesn't get it. Pallotti will score, cutting that Loyola lead down to 3. And they're going to call a travel there on Dixon. Just sloppy play by Loyola. Definitely not what you want to see coming in so far into this third quarter. 15 seconds left. Loyola only up 3 now. It's going to be Warren Muganda guarded by John Dixon. Muganda drives into the paint. Unable to convert the layup, but gets the and one. Gets the foul, and he'll send him to the line for 2. Uganda able to hit that first free throw. It looks like Coach Tavalli's not too happy with how that last couple of possessions have gone for the Dons. Uganda able to hit that second free throw, cutting that Loyola lead down to 1. 8 seconds left. Loyola up 37-36. Johnson's three-quarter court heave, no good. And with that, Loyola goes into the fourth quarter only up 1, 37-36. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back for the start of the fourth quarter. Loyola only up 37-36 as Pallotti will have possession. Loyola coming off an extremely sloppy third quarter, only putting 8 points up on the board. Loyola's got to find their rhythm offensively, being able to stay strong. Webster Brown kick out to Bright in the corner. No good. Dixon grabs the board. For Loyola, you definitely got to push the tempo so far. Dixon able to spin off. Looks like Dixon might have had some contact. Walsh grabs the board, gets contact on the putback. He'll go to the line for 2. And if you're Loyola, you got to have the ball. You got to get off-ball movement. Pallotti's playing an aggressive man defense. Got to get off-ball movement. Being able to keep Pallotti on their heels. Find someone open towards the basket cutting. Walsh's first free throw, no good. As Owen Fisher will check in for number 23, Bashawn Galloway. Walsh hits that second free throw. Loyola up 38-36. It's Devon Williams who pushed the ball for Pallotti. McCord pull-up jumper is good. That ties the game up at 38. It's be Ryan Johnson now with the ball. Bringing the ball up for the Dons. Loyola's got to get some movement. Keep Pallotti on their heels. Fisher's got the ball now. Walsh looked to get entry pass into Ryder Drew. Stolen by Miles Bright. Muganda lost that dribble. It's Johnson gets that layup to go. Loyola taking the lead once again, up 40-38. Williams with the spin off. Loses the ball. Walsh will bring it up. Johnson unable to finish the layup. Webster Brown will grab the board. Throws it up to McCord. Good hustle play there by Ryder Drew, knocking the ball out of bounds, slowing down that transition for Pallotti. It's going to be Webster Brown at the top of the key, kicking it over to Williams. Bright falls on a loose ball, trips, knocks into Gavin Walsh, and they're going to call a foul on Bright there. Looks like Pallotti's going to stay in that 1-2-2 press. Looks like Williams poked that ball loose. It'll stay Loyola ball in the front court. Fisher wide open in the corner for a 3. Off front rim, grabs his own board. Able to get that putback layup to go. Loyola with the lead up to 4, 42-38. Just over 5:30 left in the fourth quarter. McCord corner 3. Air ball is it contested by John Dixon. Good move by Johnson, get himself open, kicks it over to Fisher. They're going to call a travel on Fisher there. Good play there by Ryan Johnson, spinning off of Devon Williams and kicking the ball into the corner. But like Loyola's had all game, there's another turnover, leading to Pallotti possession. Looks Looks like they're going to say that's off of Johnson, and it'll be Pallotti ball. It's going to be number 22, Jonathan Glover, checking in for Pallotti, as Coach Zavalli is not happy with that call. It's going to be Williams bringing it into the front court off the inbounds. Pallotti's getting a lot of screen movement, looking to get guys open off of Loyola's man defense. They're going to call an illegal pick on number 22, Jonathan Glover. If you're Loyola, that's definitely one play that can turn into a momentum shifter there for the Dons. It's going to be Fisher on the wing, kicking it over to Walsh at the top of the key. Just over 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Loyola got to get something to go. Looks like Johnson threw that pass a little bit too hard into the paint, going off the arms of Gavin Walsh, and it'll be Pallotti ball. Another turnover for the Dons. Webster Brown in the paint, kicking over to McCord on the three. Airball's another three-pointer. As Ryder Drew grabbed the board, kicking it, swinging it over. There's Dixon in the corner, kicks it to Walsh into the paint. Dixon able to grab that tip pass. Pull-up jumper by Dixon, good. Lead back up to now up to 6, 44-38. 3:35 left in the ball game. McCord driving in, gets that layup to go. Williams will knock that out of bounds. As Pallotti is going back into their press. As Bright checks in for McCord. Loyola's got to find an efficient way to be able to break the Pallotti press. They've been able to break it during the game, but they haven't been very efficient doing it. Having a couple tip passes. Dixon, pull-up jumper, good. Good pull-up jumper there by Dixon. That's been one of his strong suits this game, especially in the second half, being able to score off those pull-ups. Williams, three-pointer off the catch and shoot, good. Cutting that Loyola lead. The three, 46-43. 3:01 left in the ballgame. Loyola up by 3. Definitely some regrouping for the Dons. That's got to happen. Got to eliminate those turnovers. So that's what's been killing them all game and kept Pallotti in this game. Loyola started off strong, being efficient on offense, not having many turnovers. But the multitude of turnovers in that third quarter absolutely killed their offensive momentum and let Pallotti back into this game. Coming out of the timeout, it's going to be Loyola ball as Johnson inbounds it to Walsh. Got to beat that 10-second mark as Walsh picks up his dribble. Pallotti's getting aggressive on their defense, trying to tip every pass that comes their way. Loyola running out of time on the shot clock. Got to get something open. Dixon, step back three-pointer. It looked like that got tipped. As Pallotti grabbed the board as Muganda pushes the tempo. They're going to call a foul there on Ryder Drew. Looked like his arms got a little tangled up with Glover. It's going to be McCord checking in for Glover for the Panthers. It's going to be the aggressive sophomore point guard for Pallotti, kicking it over to Webster Brown. He's unable to get it. As McCord throws the ball off of the stomach of Owen Fisher to keep the ball in possession of Pallotti. 2:07 left in the ball game. Pallotti down 3, 46-43. McCord, a little catch and shoot from the elbow, gets it to bank in, cutting that Loyola lead down to 1. A matchup that's been so crucial today for the Dons. Ryan Johnson against Devon Williams as he swings it over to Walsh. Walsh eventually steps out of bounds. It'll be Pallotti ball, down 1, 1:54 remaining. Muganda drives into the paint. Look to get contact, doesn't get it. Dixon gets double teamed on the baseline as Coach Tavalli calls a timeout. 1:35 remaining. Loyola still up 1. Will be Loyola ball on the baseline. Loyola's got to find some kind of offensive groove to get into, being able to get past this aggressive Pallotti man-to-man defense. Loyola's also got to be able to get around the screens that Pallotti's been running on offense to be able to create their open shots. Loyola's got to find a way around those and contest those shots from Pallotti. So that Pallotti's been able to hit their open shots, but contested has been a completely different story, and they've hit minimal contested shots. It's going to be Fisher inbounding the ball as Pallotti goes into a man press. It's Johnson guarded by Williams. It's been a big matchup all day for both teams. Johnson able to spin off of Williams. Gets it to Walsh in the paint. Walsh able to draw contact, shooting the layup. Sends him to the line for 2. Walsh has to hit these free throws, being able to create that somewhat more of a lead gap for Loyola to be able to keep building off of. Walsh's first free throw off front rim. Walsh misses that second free throw, rebounded by McCord. Uganda handing it over to Bright. Pallotti getting some good ball movement. It's Webster throws it off the back of Walsh. It looks like John Dixon hit his head on the play. Drew able to save that ball from going out of bounds. Drives into the paint, loses his dribble. As Webster gets the layup to go. Pallotti taking the lead, 47-46. Their first lead since the beginning of this game. Looks like they're going to call a foul there on number 2, William Webster Brown. That's going to send Walsh to the line for 1-1. Walsh able to hit that first free throw, tying the game at 47. Not sure what Webster Brown was thinking there. It looked like that might have been an intentional foul on Walsh that sends him to the line. Walsh's second free throw, no good. Game tied at 47. Just over 30 seconds left. Loyola able to stop an almost transition bucket for Pallotti as Muganda's got the ball guarded by Owen Fisher. Williams drives into the paint. And it looks like they're going to call a charge on Devin Williams. Great play there by John Dixon, holding his position in the paint and drawing that charge. It's going to be Loyola ball. 14 seconds left. Game tied at 47. These are crucial 14 seconds left in this game. Loyola's got to be able to get the ball first out of that press and into the front court. Second, find a way into the paint because that's where they've got their size advantage, especially with guys like Gavin Walsh standing at 6'7", where Pallotti's tallest player is only 6'3". Loyola's definitely got some work to do getting out of this Pallotti aggressive man press that they've been running all game. And it's been extremely effective, forcing Loyola turnovers. Loyola's going to have Owen Fisher inbounding the ball, with Johnson, Drew, and Dixon all standing in the backcourt. Loyola's able to get the ball into Johnson. Got to get a ball in the bucket. 10 seconds left of the game clock. Coach Tavalli's going to call a timeout. 9 seconds left. Game still tied at 47. Loyola ball in the front court. In these 9 seconds, Loyola's got to get some off-ball movement, get Pallotti's defense moving, and get them confused, being able to get someone open. So in this second half, that's definitely somewhere Loyola struggled, is that off-ball movement to get Pallotti moving. As Pallotti's been extremely aggressive trying to defend every pass. Once again for the Dons, it's going to be Owen Fisher inbounding it from the sideline. Gets the ball into Ryan Johnson. Got to get something going. 5 seconds left. Johnson's floater, good. 2 seconds left as Pallotti has the ball. 2 seconds left. Pallotti will have the ball on the baseline. Great floater there as it rolls into the rim for Loyola. Great play there by Ryan Johnson, using his dribble to get himself open in the paint. Loyola's got to hold up defensively for just 2 seconds, being able to hold on to that 49-47 lead. Definitely been a sloppy game for the Dons, but looking to end off strong with that go-ahead bucket by Ryan Johnson. Pallotti's got to look for a miracle here. 2 seconds left on the opposite baseline. It's going to be William Webster Brown inbounding the ball for the Panthers. And it looks like Coach Savali is going to call another timeout. So with that timeout, we're going to go to a quick break. It's going to be Pallotti inbounding the ball on the baseline. Webster Brown will be inbounding it, guarded by Charlie Hepting. Looks like Pallotti's going to call a timeout now. Looking to get something to go down by 2, 49-42, 2 seconds left. Two seconds left. Coming out of another timeout, it'll be Pallotti ball trying to beat the full court press of Loyola. Down by 2. Looks like Pallotti once again will call another timeout. That's going to be the 4th straight timeout called. Still 2 seconds left, up 49-47. Loyola still on top. Pallotti ball on the opposite baseline. Coming out of a 4th timeout on this single possession, it's going to be Pallotti ball once again on the baseline. Down by 2, 2 seconds left. Pallotti's looking to get some sort of miracle. Pallotti heaves it. Got to get that three-point shot off. That three-pointer by Muganda stuffed by Gavin Walsh. Loyola will win this game 49-47. I'd like to thank our cameraman for today, Ethan Floyd, and our producer, Mr. Mike Nitty, who's also the club moderator for this great game that ended in a spectacular way with Ryan Johnson hitting that breakaway floater. I'm Joe Eldridge. Thank you and good night.